Hey everybody, welcome to Living Better with Carrie Bond. It is the very last day of 2019. So if you've had a great year, awesome, kudos to you, and looking forward, I'm sure, to 2020. If you've had a not so great year, see you later, adios, don't have to worry about it anymore after today. So hooray! I'm going to offer some tips for goal setting and maybe some ideas that we could all look at for if you have yet to establish a resolution for 2020. Stay with me. Okay, one of the reasons that people fail to accomplish their goals is because they don't make them what are called SMART goals. SMART goals are goals that are specific, they're measurable, they're attainable, they're relevant, and they're time-based. So just take, for instance, if you ask someone, what do you want to accomplish this year? And they say, I want to be happy or I want to be rich. That's a very vague response, a very vague goal. So I want to be rich and happy. Duh, who doesn't? Everyone wants to be rich and happy. But how am I going to become happy or become rich? You have to have a specific goal. So just take, for instance, that I want to be happy, and what would make me happy is watching a lot more movies. If you're a movie buff, then yeah, you want to watch movies. So let's say you want to watch 10 movies in a year. Okay, so that is specific. I want to watch 10 movies in a year to be happy. Okay, I can also measure that. How many movies am I going to watch per month? So give or take a movie a month. I guess it wouldn't be take because there's 12, so 12 months. So it would have to be at least a movie a month average. So also attainable. Am I able to go to the movies and watch a movie every month or watch 10 in a year, either from my home or at the movie theater? I assume so, yes. If you have a television and you can do that, then that's probably attainable for you. Is it relevant? Do I like to do it? Am I going to do it? Is it something that I can put into my life? Sure. Is it time-based? I'm setting a goal for the year, so it is time-based already if it's a New Year's resolution. But also, if I wanted to be more specific and more exact in my time-based, I would say I want to watch one per month. So that's a SMART goal. So that's what everybody should look at when they're deciding what their New Year's resolution should be. You want to look and see, am I specific in this goal? Am I actually setting something that I can actually accomplish? So can we do this? Of course we can. Okay, so I'm going to bring you along in my journey this year of setting my goals and then following through with them. And I'm doing that just because I want to show you that we can accomplish our goals, and also because it will hold me accountable. So if I'm talking to you and telling you that I'm failing, that's not very good. I won't feel very good about that. So I'm going to try to set these goals and then hold myself accountable on here with you guys to show that they can be done and that I am going to do it. So it's just as much for me as it is for giving some knowledge about some tips on goal setting and then ways to follow through. And hopefully we can accomplish some things that are great this year in 2020. Number one, when I talked earlier about everyone's goal being physical fitness or losing weight, getting in shape, whatever, I want to use improve my physical health, because the idea that I just want to slash calories or lose weight to look a certain way is not very, doesn't have a very positive connotation to it. So I want to say I want to improve my physical health. And that could be a number of things, and I'm going to touch on those things. And most importantly, it's a positive goal. It's a positive thing that I can do. I care about myself. I care about my body and what kind of shape I'm in, what kind of physical health I'm in. And setting that positive goal is going to make a difference rather than just say, I want to lose weight. Well, everybody wants to lose weight. So, okay, anyway, I want to be physically healthy and take care of myself. So that's going to be one of my goals. Okay, another goal that I am going to have for my New Year's resolution is to get organized. As I've gotten older, I've just accumulated more things. Things are laying around the house that I should probably throw out. and I'm going to be looking at different rooms in the house, different areas of my life that I really want to be organized this year. So everyone could probably use some more of that. Things just run a lot more smoothly if you're organized. So that's going to be a major goal for me this year. My third goal is going to be practice self-care. I want to be healthy on the inside just as much as I want to be healthy on the outside. So I'm looking here at mental, spiritual, personal growth. Those are some things that I'm thinking about for myself as the new year begins. I really want to be able to grow personally. Who doesn't want that? I always think about being a better person, being a better member of society. So we all need to do that. We all would love spiritual, personal growth. So those are really important things to consider. And I think you think about that probably quite a bit more as you get older, but still very, very important to me. Another goal that I'm going to achieve this year. See how positive that sounds? I'm going to achieve it this year. That sounds good. Okay, another goal that I'm going to be striving for is to make my relationships count in 2020. This past year, 2019, I've been thinking a lot about ways that I can make my relationships better. And if you want to, you can pick out a specific relationship, or pick out your marriage, or say my family or my friends or whatever to make it more specific. But just in general, I want to make my relationships count. So I have a bad habit of forgetting birthdays, just not writing those things down, and then being able to share with my friends their birthdays, or even that I remembered their birthdays. So I'm terrible about that. So what I need to do is practice writing all those things down and scheduling them in my little calendar or book or whatever, to make sure that I don't forget their birthdays. So I'm definitely going to be working on those types of things this year, because those are things that can make your relationship stronger and more intimate. So that's a big one for me. I really want to be a better daughter, a better friend, a better wife, a better mother, just as a whole, making my relationships count in 2020. And I'm hoping to establish these habits or achieve these goals, and then they'll continue throughout my life, I hope, is the goal. So, speaking of making those a habit, I think that bad habits are so easy to form and continue doing. Well, good habits are just the same. If you continue with a pattern of behavior, it becomes a habit. So we can make good habits just as much or just as easy as we can create bad habits. So that is what I plan to do for this year. And I also wanted to say that I have 4 goals. You definitely don't need 4 goals. You can get 1 goal and maybe accomplish that and be happy with that. You can even set smaller goals to say, hey, I'm going to focus on 1 goal a month, and then when that month is finished, create the next goal and go on like that, instead of saying, hey, this is for a year. That's quite a long time, and I think a lot of people probably fall off the wagon with their goals, because it is such a broad, long, drawn out process. I also have on here, when I was writing my goals, I had, so my goals were improve physical health, make relationships count, practice self-care, and get organized. And I also added a goal on there because I felt like these were just not able to be lumped into a category, although they probably could be. I had on there as number 5 just an exclamation point, and that is that I wanted to be excited. I wanted to be excited for the new year, excited for some things to happen. And those are just things that I put on. It was more like a bucket list. It was more like play more, read more, do those types of things that maybe I wish that I could chunk out for myself time-wise, that I don't actually do, but that I'm very excited about and that I want to accomplish in 2020. So I might throw in a couple extra videos. I'm going to do videos once a month on each one of those goals, so that you can track my progress and that I can be held accountable. And I would also advise you to get an accountability partner. whether it be, so say your goal is fitness. Okay, get a buddy or get someone that you can bounce your progress off of, or even track your progress with. Say if they wanted to become a walking buddy with you, that's perfect, because then you're held accountable and then you're much more likely to do it. Things are a lot more fun when you have somebody to do it with. So I'm going to be seeking out my friends or my husband or whatever to drag him along on some of these journeys that I can practice with. So it's much more fun together. So, okay, so those are my goals for 2020, and I hope it's been helpful for you to listen to some of my goals, and maybe you can start some of your goals as well. So, okay, so in the meantime, I have to go. I got to tell somebody goodbye. It's 2019. Hey, and don't forget to hit subscribe and tell me one of your goals for 2020. I'm looking forward to hearing from you.